Hi friends, thanks for joining me today for another layout. Today I am guest designing for Scrapbook Your Joy, and I've created this layout entitled Breath of Sunshine. So the collection that I'm using is from Paige Evans, and it's her new Bloom Street collection with pink paisley. I just got this from Scrapbook Your Joy and it's wonderful. It's so pretty. It's got a lot of watercolor in it. It's got like a springy theme, but it's so colorful and lovely and I love it. And it's going to be perfect to document a lot of layouts for my little ones, for my girls. And so I had this idea of creating a top heavy layout. And I'm also going to incorporate some watercolor, and you're going to see what I do here. So I cut 3 of my favorite strips of paper from the collection. Well, the ones that coordinated together anyway, because I love that floral that's in there, that navy blue one. Ugh, love that. And so what I did was glue those 3 together. I didn't measure the actual widths that I made. I just kind of eyeballed it and went with what I liked. And then I ruffled up the edges so that it has a little bit of a distressed kind of a feel to it. I'm documenting a black and white photo, so I'm going to be using a lot of color on this layout. Here I'm taking my Recollections watercolor set, and this is a cheapie set I've had for like years. The only pen I refilled was the white, and I just bought a what's it called? I want to say Winsor Newton, Windsor Castle, Winsor Newton. Does that sound right? Watercolor. It could be way off. It's just white watercolor that I use a lot to make things opaque and lighter and less transparent, because watercolor is very transparent. I like more of a milky look sometimes. And I'm just going to create a bit of a drip kind of look. This is very haphazard. There's not any like rhyme or reason to the way I did things. I just decided to go in rainbow order. And so I did kind of like that milky purple that's in the collection. I also did like a lighter rose color. Now I'm mixing a milky kind of coral color. And I'm just adding drips all along that edge of the paper. And I'm making sure to clean my edge as I go along, because many times I have gone right off the page when I'm doing like a drip kind of look, and I don't like it. I'm being honest. Next I'm going to mix like a springy kind of like pea or pistachio kind of color. I'm really digging like the milky look of it, and that's why I add white to my watercolor, is because that's the overall look that I get. And lastly, I'm going to take some yellow and just make it like a butter kind of yellow. So this technique is super simple. Actually, I don't even think you can call it a technique. It's just dripping. It's just dripping paint. So I just drip it along the edge, and I just like bang it against my desk and let it move. Now I'm going to go back with darker versions of that and just darken up certain areas. Of course, when I wipe it with the, what are they called? Towel? It's not a towel. It's a paper towel. There you go. It's been a long day, guys. The color gets substantially lighter, so I wasn't worried about it being too dark. I just wanted to darken the pink and the purple because it kind of got lost into each other. And this is the photo that I'm documenting. It is of my oldest little and my oldest meatball. And this was during the summer. She was at a friend's birthday party, and I was asked to chaperone as well. And so she was just on the set, and they had a face painter there who came, and she wanted to be a unicorn. And so her face is painted and she's on the swing, and it's just like a picture perfect moment. And I of course never have my camera, aka my phone, too far away, and so Mama snapped a picture and here I am documenting it. I'm going through the ephemera pieces. Now this collection has 2 types of ephemera. It has embellishments, and it also has ephemera. So I'm just shopping through right now, trying to figure out what's going to work for my layout and what's not going to work. I really want to add one of those circle pieces, those circle die cuts. Unfortunately, they do not make it. It just didn't vibe with the whole look. But if you notice with my photo, I did not mat it at all. That is a first for me. I always mat my photos. I did not do that in this case. And that was intentional because I knew that this ephemera pack had many journaling spots in it, and journaling spots are usually what I cut up to back and layer my photo with, and so that was the whole reasoning behind it. Right about now is where I'm thinking that it's a good time to think about my title, and so those stickers, they're called Flutter. Are they called Flutter? Yeah, they are. And I choose the sunshine word out of there, and the stickers there, those puffy alphas, those are like the phrase words. So there was one word that was breath, and then I needed to make the word of. So I took the F from fun and the O from love because they were the same color, and they were those were the only two letters that were the same color tone. I would have liked it to be like in white, but the light coral it works for me. It's fine. And so my title is going to be Breath of Sunshine. You're going to see here now that I take the coral and I use that. Now I've messed up some of my word phrases, but that's okay because it means that I'm getting another one done. So I'm not too concerned about it. Now I'm going to move on to, wow, I can't talk today. I'm going to move on to my embellishing. And so this is where I bust out the florals from this collection that are beautifully done. And I know that I want a smaller cluster on the top right-hand corner of the photo, and then a larger one at the bottom left-hand corner that kind of flows downwards just slightly. And so I'm just working out which flowers I'm going to use. I really like those tones of pink. I think they're really cute and they're feminine. I really also love the greenery that's in this collection. I really love that Paige always adds, foliage and not just in green. Like there's purple and blue and there's different types of leaves. And as a florist, I really appreciate that because different types of greenery, can go with different types of arrangements. And it's just a really nice touch there. She's really thought of everything. Here I am still adding bits and pieces. Here's where I do like most of my finishing work now. So, I have my main clusters down, and so now is just where I take the bits and pieces and find out if I need a little more of this, a little more of that, and just kind of work that way. I think now is about where I also take some some metallic silver thread, because the accent color in this collection is like a silvery kind of iridescent color, and so the silver thread works perfectly with it. So I'm just going to wind some around my fingers and then tuck, I think I tuck it in 2 spots, but one in the bottom right and then I think one in the top left as well. I just use a bit of hot glue in the back, no one sees it, and I know that my photo is covering the glue and my string is nice and secure. These butterflies I love as well. These are the, what are these called? I think they're just embellishments. Yeah, so I have written here embellishments and then in brackets butterflies. It's a very generic name, but that's what they're labeled as. And I'm just going to add a couple of them. One larger pink one, and then that multicolored green and pink one, and I think one that's the same as well. Yeah. Now I'm taking the final touches and I'm using some Tim Holtz Distress Spray Stain, and this is the brushed pewter. When you originally put this color on, it's pretty dark. As it dries, it becomes much lighter, and it always throws me off. But this is my final layout. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed my process. There will be another video coming up very soon. It's actually already recorded, and so it just needs to be uploaded. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so and give my video a thumbs up if you don't mind. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.